My name is Katrina Souders, and I'm a victim of gun violence in the District of Columbia. I was shot in my back on August the 8th, 2020, in a mass shooting. Now trying to rebuild my strength so that I can be more adjusted to doing the things that I was used to doing. The bullet is still inside of me. It's 2 inches away from my heart, and it cannot be removed due to life or death circumstances. I'm testifying today. It's kind of hard for me, guys, so just give me a minute because it's very touchy every time I speak on it.
Take your time. We know also, as we heard Ms. McSwain talk about earlier, a lot of this testimony I know is also, it triggers a lot. So take your time. You got it.
When you're trying to recover from something like this, it is very important that you maintain or strengthen your mental health. This road to recovery is not easy. And without support, it may seem like it's impossible. Thanks to the FSS team, I was able to have a support system in place to help me with my recovery journey. Not only were they supportive and willing to help me with everything I needed, they also connected me with other resources that helped me as well.
It's okay, Ms. Souders. Take your time. And if you'd like me to move to the next person as well, that's all right as well. We can come back whenever you're ready.
Okay. Could you give me time?
Absolutely. You take your time. Ms. Souders, I know you've got your hand up, so I want to make sure I turn back to you. And then I'm going to turn to Councilmember Lewis George after this for some questions. Ms. Souders? Yes,
I'm here. I got myself together and I'm able to speak. I'm basically testifying today because of all the assistance and support that I have received from FSS. They have been tremendously outstanding when it came to my situation. Although I had family to turn to, it was a lot of things that I could not express to my family emotionally that I was feeling when I was shot. And I believe that that feeling came over me because they cared so much and I didn't want no one to feel as traumatized as I was during that time. So I was introduced to FSS by Pathway, a gentleman by the name of Rodney Brooks. Mr. Brooks was very consistent on assisting me getting help outside of Pathways. He introduced me to the FSS, and when I finally spoke with one of the representatives there, her name is Satar Yale. Miss Satar has been outstanding. She has connected me with everyone that I needed to be connected with so that I can be on the road to healing. One of the biggest resources they did help me with was with mental therapy. The therapy actually helped me financially because they enrolled me in a program that paid me per session. Outside of that, as far as the finance part, they connected me with somebody that understood me and my situation. And I say that because I never met this woman up until she became my therapist. And she made me feel comfortable enough to be able to open up about my innermost, deepest feelings about me getting shot. And there's not one time have she turned me down when I called her. It can be early in the morning or late at night. She's always there to answer my call. And for that, I really want to thank everyone that's affiliated with FSS, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be right now, because mentally I was losing my mind. I was suffering from PTSD and didn't know what it was until I started going through trauma therapy. Once I was told what it was, I knew how to address it much better than I was doing in the beginning. The anxiety that I was suffering from during that time, I never got to share with anybody because I had closed out to everyone. And I got to the point where I needed someone to talk to. So when I was introduced to FSS, they was right on top of their business. They didn't hesitate. Anytime I talked to them, they always even had some resources to offer me, or they listened when I was going through something when I had no one else to speak to about my issue at that time. So I greatly appreciate them for just being there as a listening ear. And I asked the council to consider giving them more funds so that they can continue to fund the program that I'm under, because it's a very outstanding program.
Thank you so much, Ms. Souder.
Thank you for letting me speak today.
Absolutely. We really appreciate it. Thank you.